Europe's fastest supercomputer has officially booted up in Western Germany as Europe looks to catch up to the U.S. and China in the race for AI. German Chancellor Friedrich Merz said the Jupiter supercomputer will open new possibilities for training AI models and scientific simulations. He hailed the machine as a symbol of Germany's leading role in the technological revolution and said he hopes to turn the country into an AI nation. Here's a closer look at what is now the fourth fastest supercomputer in the world.
This is it, Jupiter, a supercomputer built at Jülich Research Center near Cologne. It's Europe's fastest among its kind. That's according to U.S. tech giant NVIDIA. It supplied the chips and graphic processors in Jupiter. And they're capable of processing more than 1 trillion operations a second. And most of those will be for scientific forecasts and climate research. The U.S. is the global leader for hosting supercomputers, followed by China. Germany is now home to 41 of the 500 fastest machines. Supercomputers are attractive for doing business because of their extraordinary processing power, which is essential for artificial intelligence. Military applications need them too. But while supercomputers are known for using massive amounts of energy, Jupiter is reportedly more energy efficient.
Well, for more, I'm joined now by Steve Conway. He's a senior analyst at Intersect 360 Research. That's a company specializing in high-performance computing and artificial intelligence, and he joins me from Minnesota. Steve, it's good to have you with us. At the inauguration of Jupiter, the German chancellor said that it will be able to help Europe to catch up in the global artificial intelligence race. Is that true?
It is very true, and this is really based on a dozen years of hard collaboration between the European Union and the member states, and this is the fourth fastest in the world, supercomputers in the world. Europe has more than anywhere else now, 5 of them compared to 4 for the US and 1 for Japan. So Europe has really, in the past dozen years, moved ahead to be one of the global leaders in this. Very includes AI and is beginning to include quantum computing also.
Well, Steve, could you tell us a little bit more about what Jupiter actually does?
Sure. There are about more than 100 applications that have been chosen to run early on this machine, and they range from things that are really important for society, predicting severe storms much better, for example, healthcare, medicine, and then the whole automotive design and so forth, pharmaceuticals, just about anything you can think of that requires fast computing, but also some new applications, because this is going to be one of the world's leading machines for AI. It's very, very, very powerful. It's right up there with the most powerful in the world.
I understand that Jupiter is the most energy efficient in the world, running entirely on renewable energy. Is that a game changer in terms of sustainability in an industry that we know is, hungry for power?
Yeah, and a lot of the credit there goes to Eviden, the company with Partech, a German company based in Munich, really helped to develop this supercomputer. If put it this way, these machines are so big that if they didn't advance in energy efficiency, they couldn't be built. Nobody could afford to build them or operate them. So a lot has happened to make them more energy efficient, and also to use the extra energy. It's going to be used to heat buildings in Jülich.
I understand that Jupiter is packed full of NVIDIA chips. I think it has 24,000 of them. These chips, of course, are American. It makes this computer still heavily reliant on U.S. tech. Is that a problem for the Germans and the Europeans?
Well, you have to remember that the base processors for this machine are European, not NVIDIA. There are plenty of NVIDIA chips on the AI side of this, but the fundamental base supercomputer, the cluster in the center of this is using is using processors, Cy-Pearl processors that came out of the European Processor Initiative. So they are European.
Okay, let me ask you then, what should European institutions do, in your opinion, to become more competitive against the U.S. in supercomputers and avoid over-reliance on digital services from across the Atlantic?
I would say keep doing what you're doing in Europe, because the progress, as I said, over the last 10 years has been astounding to really look at. And Europe right now is on a par with the U.S., on a par with Japan. We don't quite know what's happening in China, but Europe is really now one of the global leaders in supercomputing and in affiliated AI and some quant research also. So just keep going. And I think a lot of credit goes to the Commission and Euro HPC, which is the Commission's unit that works with the member states like Germany.
Okay. Well, I know a lot of Europeans are going to like that positive assessment, Steve. Steve Conway, Senior Analyst at Intersect 360 Research. We appreciate your time tonight, Steve. Thank you.
Thank you.